Welcome back to the Chaos, everyone. ChaosEclipse here. We are back on Forever Skies today, and I kind of screwed up. Not with the game, not with like recording or anything like that. Speaking of which, yeah, just making sure we're recording. So the game started up different. Normally you just go in there, you see your save, and you hit X on it, and it just starts it up right away. This time it actually took me to like an options thing, so that if I wanted to, I could like change the difficulty from what I originally had it set on. And I didn't remember that. I don't know if that's a thing or not. I did, but I don't remember that happening every time I played it so far. Like after saving and getting off and then getting back on, I don't remember there having an option screen. Um, so I was like, was there an update when I was sleeping? Like because I sleep during the day. I work night shift for those of you that don't know. Um, so I was like, was there an update? So I went ahead and I looked up Forever Skies update, and I seen that there was one for the day one release, which is technically today. I've been playing for 3 days because we had we talked about this. I had the early access because I bought the what is it, deluxe version, so it gave you 3 days early access. And then of course there has been people playing this on PC because they had access from Steam or something like that. I don't know. But anyway, so it said there was an update. I clicked on it to see what was going on, see when the update actually happened. Now this update was for Steam. I don't know if there was one for PS5, but I immediately closed it because I basically ruined something for myself. So my suggestion, don't look and see if there's an update. If there was an update, fine. Don't go look at the patch notes. It definitely spoils the game for you. Um, I won't say what it was because I'm eventually we'll get it, and if I remember, I'll be like, hey, this is what it was. Uh, but it's not something I expected to be in the game, so I was like, oh, cool. But I did kind of ruin it for myself, so I'll leave it at that. Um, we're also gonna try this video. Hello, what's that sound? What was that? We're also gonna try this video a little bit different today. Um, so basically, like I said, there's a lot of grinding in this game as far as like, coming to these stations and picking up supplies and then literally going to the next one and doing the exact same thing. And you guys don't really get much out of it. I mean, there are a few people. Oh, that actually destroyed that. There are a few people that are like, oh, this is nice video. It's relaxing. It's calm. There's a few out there that do like it. I myself don't mind it, but then again, I'm playing the video, or I'm playing the game, so where are you? There you are. So there's one of those centipede things. Um, well, I will get to him in a minute. But so what we're gonna do with this video today, we're just gonna try this. I don't know how well it's gonna work because I've never really done a video like this before. Because normally all my videos I do like to include everything. That way you guys can see how I got there, what the circumstances were along the way. Like, did I run into any obstacles or anything like that? How I dealt with those obstacles, things like that. I like showing a lot of my stuff, but it's also easier for me because having an unedited video is, I mean, obviously there's like small edits, but nothing like major. Um, but the the editing that I'm talking about doing is just cutting out a lot more. So basically, what's going to happen is I'm going to come to one of these things. I'm going to come to one of these areas. Come on. There we go. Just like that. So I'm going to come to one of these areas, and you guys I probably won't show anything unless we run into something like that little bug or something, so that you guys can see how I dealt with it, how I killed it, whatever. Unless it's one like that you've already seen. So if it's like the crickets, you guys know about the crickets. If you don't know, you're going to have to go watch previous videos. Now that you've seen that one, I probably won't have that one in future videos. Um, but I think it'll cut back on the videos because all my videos so far, well, the next two coming out, I believe, are a bit shorter, but the two that I have out at the time of making this one, they're both about an hour and 40 minutes long. and they're getting views. Don't get me wrong. I doubt people are watching the entire hour and 40 minutes. And I understand. I'm not telling you guys, oh, you need to watch my videos. I appreciate those who do watch them, and I would love it if you watch the entire video. But I fully understand if you guys don't. Like, I'm not gonna bash you guys for not liking my videos. Um, but so what we're gonna do is we're basically going to I'm gonna come to one of these stations and I'm gonna be like, hey, we're gonna check here. It's this station. I'll show you what the station looks like. Like I'll take a not like a screenshot of it, but like I'll look at it so that you guys can actually see it before I actually go in there. And then I'll cut the video there. If anything happened, you guys will see it. If anything didn't happen, then basically what'll happen is I'll be going back to my ship and I'm like, there was nothing here. And literally it's just gonna cut from me arriving there, saying this is where I'm going, and then it's going to either cut to a scene that where something happened, or it's going to cut to me leaving saying, hey, there was nothing here. Or if something does happen, like I said, I'll try to catch that on video. Obviously there won't be a little commentary for a couple seconds because I'll be not talking. I mean, I might be talking to myself, but I probably won't be talking or anything, at least until, I realize, oh, hey, I should probably record this. So something will happen and I'll start recording. I'll be like, hey, this is what's going on. Or maybe I'll preemptively do it. Oh no. Maybe I'll preemptively do it and just be like, hey, there's something new here, like we can see it from a distance or whatever. I'll be like, there's something new here, and then we'll record that. I'll go straight to it or whatever, and we'll do it that way. And then of course if nothing happens, I'll still cut that out. So I'm not really sure where to go from here. I mean, I know what we're supposed to be doing. If you look at the active thing here, there's actually a couple different things. Oh, no. Okay, okay. Yeah. So we did fly to the lift location. Okay, so it's just one. So what they want us to do now, um, they want us to go to the organic barrier. Let me put up some of this stuff real quick, and I'll show you what they are talking about. Did I get everything out of there last time? Yes. All right, what else do we have on us? First aid kits. We have the water things. I can put those in. Open up that room. What else do we have? Machine parts, food. Okay. So we can actually cook the centipede, crestipede meat. Cook that little guy. We can throw our first aid kit in there. Our food can go in there. Throw these in there. There we go. Then the lure I will throw over here. I should actually keep the lures on that side. Just because the thing is over there. Either that or I should move the thing over here. All right, so let's go up real quick and I'll show you guys where we're supposed to be going. But we're not actually going to go there. Like I said, I'm going to stick inside the barrier. So that barrier there, that is not the one that I'm talking about. That is a barrier that I believe happens later in the game. When you get more advanced weaponry and stuff. The barrier I'm referring to, I think it's more to the left over here. Oh, was there a pod that came down over there? Oh no, where's the barrier? Are we just not near it at all? We're not. I guess it's probably way on the other side. Alright, I'll stop here. I'll get to the barrier and I'll talk to you guys then when we get to the barrier, just so you guys can see what we're supposed to be doing, but what we're not gonna do. Alright, see you in a bit. Oh, actually, alright, so we're not that far. So, I just passed the, fossil life form detected. Sounds like it's right in front of us. It is. It's right over there. Yeah, so these things still aren't doing anything to us. I just passed the thing where the smoke was coming up, where I thought a pod had landed. The smoke ended up disappearing. There was nothing there. I don't know. Maybe the game glitched out. I have no idea. I'll show you guys how these guys disappear. But that barrier there is the one that I was talking about. We'll get over to it and I'll show you guys what is supposed to be going on in case you guys missed it from the previous episodes or whatever, or you just weren't paying attention. But let me show you guys how these guys usually leave. So once you get close enough, they just kind of dive down deeper into the smog and they just don't come back up. But you'll notice when he actually dives, which is probably going to be very soon. He's just circling this little thing now. All right, we'll just watch him. I think we're close enough. Get a little lower here. And I have tried scanning this dude. I don't know why it doesn't let you or anything. There he goes. He's diving. And he just takes off. That's it. That's all they do. Um, I found that out for science. Now let's go check out the barrier. Of course, there's a storm coming. So I'm not going to go through this barrier just yet. Wow, those are really tall towers. I don't think I've seen those. So I'm not going to go through this barrier yet, but I want to show you guys what's going on with the barrier and what we're supposed to be doing. So we made an upgrade to our extractor so that we can actually destroy or extract organic life. I think that's what they want to call it. It's closer over here. And you'll see that these, like where the roots come up, you can kind of see like the silhouette there. Where the roots come up, there's like little egg sacs that are inside the. I mean, they look like egg sacs. I don't know if they are. I think it said they were plants or something. But there's like little. To me, they look like egg sacs. There's little egg sacs in there. And basically, what happens is you're supposed to use the new extractor to be able to break those open. And I'm assuming after we break those open, we go through there to a new area. As you can see, there are blue lights and stuff on the other side. Now, I don't want to continue on yet because there are places here that we can't even reach yet, but I don't know if that's how the game is supposed to be or not. So we'll talk about that in a second. But if we look at this and we use our scanner, we're still not close enough. Why do I feel like I'm really low? I could have swore I sat up higher last time. Alright, so get about right here. Should be close enough now. Still no, huh? It's probably because we already scanned it, I guess? Oh, this doesn't trigger something. Don't hit it with the balloon. Yeah, there you go. So it says it's organic matter. It doesn't say that it, like I said, doesn't say it's an egg sac. To me, it looks like an egg sac, but I guess maybe it's a giant fruit or something. But it says tool required extractor module organic matter, strong as steel. It is a hybrid of a plant and synthetic materials. Requires a special module for the extractor to get rid of it. So we already made this. After we scanned one of these, we found it at like the next little stop thing that we did. Or no. I think it automatically gave us the blueprint once we scanned one. I don't remember. But anyway, we already made it. It is right here. It just goes in that little slot there to show that I guess you have it. So now technically, I think I can open it with the extractor. Yeah. So I can actually do that now. But there are places, like I said, here that we have not been to, and I don't know if I could actually get to them without advancing that way. Also real quick, if you guys see like the little paintings like that over there on the wall, you can actually scan those. But let me turn around. I'll show you guys some of the buildings that I don't think that we're gonna be able to get to unless we advance forward. But I want to stay in here a little bit longer because I know I have not checked all these areas. Actually, I don't even have to cut the video. So actually, one of them is right there behind the painting. So you guys see that building up there with the satellite dish? That is a building that looks like you can get into. Now um there's no actual like light on it or anything like that, but it looks like you can get into that. And I have not scanned this one, so bear with me. Let me scan this real quick. It'll let me. Is it not gonna let me? Do I need to get closer again? And look, there's copper in that thing. There we go. And it does have like a little, I don't know if they're like telling stories with the murals or what. The first one I read was something about like an animal or something like that. But let me grab this real quick. Maybe. All right, so I've decided in today's video, all we're going to do is I'm going to show you guys the different buildings that I want to check out that I believe have something to do with something before we actually end up leaving. So I don't know about those towers. They definitely are drawing, like they're definitely catching my attention. But the first building is the one right here to the left. Like I said, that has this what is that? Satellite on top of it. Now we can't get up to it just yet. I did in fact add more. Did I? I did, yeah. So I added more what are these called? Turbines on here. For some reason, I don't know if we need maybe more engine power, but the turbines aren't letting us go any higher. It says we've already reached max height. So I'm not sure how to get up there because if you guys remember, I use this docking thing here and it does not go that high. It only goes as high as the front of the balloon, which is right there. So there's no way we're going to be able to get up there. But that is one building there that I'm curious about that's still within the barrier. So what I'm thinking though is the barrier that we looked at behind us, the organic barrier over there. I'm thinking that we need to go through there, something will happen, we'll get upgrades and everything, and then we come back to this starter area, do more stuff here, including buildings like this, and then eventually we get another upgrade to be able to go through that barrier because that barrier also has a like right there where that circle is. It looks like a hole from here, but if you get close enough, you'll see that there's something blocking that too, and it does say that you have to have like a high discharge of energy in order to break that open. But there's one building there, and then we'll cut over to another building here in a second. All right, so there's one here that looks like I can go ahead and get on that. I'll probably try to remember where this is because we're not going to stop here yet. Like I said, I just want to show you guys the different locations. And then there's the thing that you guys can see now that we're closer that we have to kind of break open. There was also a landing pad drop pod. There we go. That landed just now over here. So we're going to go and grab this. But yeah, I'll come back and I'll show you guys. I think there's like two more towers that I'm interested in. So we'll take a look at those and then we'll go ahead and end the video there. All right, and as you guys can see there, I did just get more epoxy out of this. This was another one of the drop pods that we just looked at. Go ahead and read this to you guys real quick. Literary contest. To boost morale, we organize a literary contest on what life will be like when we return to Earth. A surprisingly large number of people got involved. Works were created describing our world as it used to be, as we know it from archives and history, but isn't it the same world we destroyed? All right, and then I will see you guys in a minute. Like I said, I think there's like two more towers. We're gonna find those two towers. I'll show you what they look like, and we will go from there. Well, we'll end the video there. All right, guys, this is not a tower, but this is one of the other murals that you can find. We're gonna go ahead and scan this one. Looks like a family trying to climb higher. That's pretty cool. You guys can read that on the right there if you choose to do so. And I'll see you guys in a bit. All right, so this is one of the towers here. I believe it's called a High Point Tower. So you can actually get up in here, and I did find out that there's actually a recycler in the game. I'm assuming it's to recycle things that you're not using, like the clocks and everything that we've been finding. But the problem is I can't, like I can get up on this one, if I kind of, it's not really a glitch, but I can kind of get up on this one by kind of cheesing it. And then I can't get up into the part where I need to though. So let me show you that real quick because that won't take very long. So actually, I think we need to move a little more over. Probably about right there. All right, so we take our little dock thing here. We can point that up and we just put it right next to, make sure it's not gonna come back in. Okay, so put it right next to it like that. We can come up here, we can jump off here, and then we can come up here, and then up here. Now, like I said, this is called a high point tower. So if we look at our studies here, and we look at, it's not the wind farms. Um, does it not call it a high point in here? Guess not. Oh, it does right there. So high point. You can see here that it says that there's a wrecked recycler here. Now I can't scan that because I'm not able to get into that part up there, and my ship can't go any higher. So obviously I can't use the dock to get right there where I need to get. But if we come up here, you can see that there's no other way to get up there. Like I think I'm assuming anywhere where there's a broken dock like this, you have to use the dock to get up in there. So I guess we did do the other thing right the other day. But if you come on this side down over here, there's like machine parts and stuff right here. I already grabbed the ones here, and then over here there was a helium tank, and that was it. But I can't get up in there, and I tried kind of like maneuvering my way around down here to try to see inside and see if I can see the recycler anywhere, and I was not able to. So I'm assuming you have to actually be able to get up in there to be able to scan it anyway. And I think it's probably going to be up there on top somewhere anyway. But yeah, this is the high point tower that I also want to check out. And then we do have one more, which is the most interesting by far. I will probably wait until the storm stops to show you guys. But yeah, and then getting off here is a little tricky. Be careful. I just jump up here if I can. Then once I know, oh, lag. Once I know I'm on it, then I can walk back down here. And we can go ahead and close that. And I'll see you guys in a minute when the storm stops and when we are at the next tower. All right, guys, here we are at another mural. And then the last one, oh wow, that went away. Okay, there you go. If you need to read that, you can read it. Pause it. All right, and then the last tower is actually right here, so I don't have to make another cut. Now, once again, this tower does not have a light on it. It's not the one right here in front of us. It's around the building. That's why I turned it completely sideways. This tower does not have a light on it, but it looks like one that you should be able to go up onto. And if you guys have not spotted it yet, it is that big one right in front of us with the tree that is growing on top of it. So I don't know if there's anything there, and that's actually really, really high. Like I can't even tell if there's a platform to stand on or anything up there. But I'm assuming with there being a tree up there that there's something there. So it is one of the towers that I still want to check out. And actually, is that purple connected to it? It is, and we can actually go to that one. Actually, I don't know if we can go to this one. So they're not connected. I've seen this one before. We actually do need to use, I believe, the docking station to get up into that one, the purple one there. But this one with the tree that's right here to the left as well, I want to try to get up there as well. But I don't know if there's actually anything up there. And this purple one, I think I've shown you guys before. I do think it's probably story related because it's purple. Either that or there's something really rare here. I did see a couple spots where, like, I can't actually get up to the landing pad, but there are a couple spots down here below, and maybe even right there on that lower platform that I can probably reach using the docking station here. Like I know I can get up in there, and there was another platform like over there, and you can see that there's stairs. Well, kind of hard to see with the sun there. You can see that there's stairs there at the top of the screen. I can't point up because then you'll get the glare from the sun. But there are stairs there, and there's stairs inside there too. So I'll probably end up checking this one after I go back and check that other orange one. The other orange one that we know we can land on because it was below us. But yeah, those are all the towers that I think probably has some. Well, I mean, they obviously have something to do with the game, but they probably have something to do with being able to advance a little further. And I still haven't even checked all the normal ones. Like there's the little blue one that was right down over there behind it. Any of the ones that you see the lights on, I don't know if the lights are respawning. I still have not figured that out yet. I'll probably find a way to track those or something. But anything that has a light on it, I probably have not been there because I've been taking all the lights. And then this area where we're at now, there's a behemoth below us, which is fine. But this area where we're at now, if I turn around real quick, you guys see how all of these nope, this is not the area. Okay. Never mind. Was it over here more? I don't know exactly where it's at. There's an area where we started the game where there's a whole bunch of buildings like this that are just too high for you to get up over because you hadn't even learned the turbines yet. And that was the very first part that told us, hey, we need to get up and over that barrier. And I literally checked one thing there when we very first spawned in, and that was it. So I do want to get back to that area as well and check that beginner area to see what's there as well. But that's going to be it for this one, guys. Hopefully, you guys got something out of this. Like I said, the video is going to be a little bit different. I'm not really sure how to advance without you guys missing anything, and then without me not catching something. I guess that's kind of the same thing, but you guys hopefully understand what I'm saying. But anyway, if you guys have any questions, comments, concerns, let me know down in the comment section. I want to say thank you to anyone who is watching the videos and you're actually watching the full thing. It does mean a lot to me. You guys are awesome. Don't forget to like and subscribe if you're not subscribed, and if you like the video. Obviously, if you don't have to like it. But thank you all, and I will see you guys in the next video. Bye bye.